Hey, hola, boa tarde. Yes, I'm all iked up. Got my building gear on, looking a bit rough and ready. But that's probably quite a good strategy. And if you saw my message before, this is where I am. Just telling you about IKEA, whatever you call it, in Portugal. Now this one's amazing. Look behind me. This IKEA in Porto, in Portugal, is part of a shopping centre with some of the great shops that we've grown accustomed to here as a family. Tiger, Celerio for the whole food worthy stuff. And the whole IKEA store here isn't just on an industrial estate on its own, it's part of a bigger shopping centre. It's a day out, folks. But what I mean by that is it's pleasant, it's not difficult. I'm going to go into my middle-aged man coping strategy for IKEA in just a minute. But look, behind me here, it's absolutely wonderful. In the distance there is a chess championship for kids. There's loads of kids all there, heads down, looking at the chessboards in front of them, and they're having a little chess tournament. Very good family vibe here, as you would expect in Portugal. Just a lovely setting. Not too many grumpy blokes hanging about. I've seen a couple, crashed into them with the trolley. I mean, I've been here since, I don't know, it feels like I've been here for hours. And it's all about preparation, as you know, with IKEA. Before I move on to the middle-aged man coping strategy, I need to tell you there are 3 IKEA stores in Portugal. North, south and middle, basically. So there's one in Lisbon, north of Lisbon. There's one in Luli in the Algarve. And then this one, talking to you live now from the one in Porto, in the north of Portugal, north-ish. And you know how it is. I'm going to move on to my coping strategy now. So you know, this is particularly for men of a certain age, men of my age, who come shopping at IKEA. You come in, you only came in for 6 meatballs, but I think I've spent about 500 euros. You know how it is. If you're not careful, you are wandering about in a hyperglycemic state. You see something for 3 euros, some random green plastic thing, and you think, yeah, I definitely need one of those. Before you know it, you've got, what, 100 of those in your trolley there, things you think you might need that look really beautiful in the store lighting, but when you get them home, they don't look quite the same. And you think, how did that happen? I only went in to get lunch or a coffee and a couple of things, and I've spent hundreds of euros. So, preparation. My strategy today has been to come in on 3 shifts. First shift for the essentials that I will be killed for not getting by Mrs. M. That's the first shift, first attack, if you like, in IKEA. And the second one is to get the trolley full of stuff and the impulse buys. And my third wave, which I'm about to do and go in and get a third wave of stuff, are the things I've forgotten before I leave the store. So just check my list, sit down, have a nice cup of coffee, rehydrate, very important. I made sure I ate on arrival so I wasn't hyperglycemic and didn't have a middle-aged man hyperglycemic attack, which can so easily happen. So I've stayed buoyant. As I say on the title here, I am all iked up. And I have to say, just as a finishing note, because this is Good Morning Portugal, of course, and hola, boa tarde to everyone taking a look, it's a good experience. You know, it can be difficult going to IKEA for all sorts of reasons, can't it? But the way they do this, like they do all the shopping in Portugal, is it's family orientated. There's space, there's not too many people, and they get their priorities right. Food, fun, family, and the rest comes after that set of priorities. So, reporting to you all liked up and happy from IKEA in Porto, and to tell you that actually the stores I've been to in Lisbon as well. I've not been to the one in down in the Algarve, but the shopping in Lisbon was fine, apart from me going into the ladies' toilet. Now that is a problem here for some reason. I don't know why that is, and I don't know if other expats share this problem. But I wandered into the ladies' toilet by mistake in the Lisbon store. And obviously the ladies, I mean, I went into the cubicle, did what I had to do. I was with my child, and she did what she had to do in there. And as we were coming out, I clock around, there's no urinals, it's the ladies. And the look of horror on a lady's face there, so I scarpered quickly. No way I can get away with being a lady, I suppose, with this beard. But things are changing, aren't they, sociologically, so maybe that won't be so much of a problem in a few decades' time. But just a little word of warning there. Check twice, expats, when you're going into the toilets. I guess if it says M for mulheres, for women, you might think that's M for men. That could have been my rationale and defence in court if it ever came to it. So, boa tarde, bom fim de semana, and we're looking forward to the carnival scene here. It started in some places, but on Monday on the Good Morning Portugal radio show and podcast and YouTube channel, we'll be looking, thanks to Beyond Lisbon's Katia Lima, we'll be looking at what Carnival is all about in Portugal. So have a great weekend, take care, bye for now. It is safe to go to IKEA.